I moved to New York in 2012.
Okay.
Early 2012. And when I moved here, I think I left LA because I was trying to escape at the entertainment industry.
Okay, got it. You were like, I've done this,
It
check
was
the
a little
box, crushed
bit
it.
traumatizing. And
Yeah.
I feel like I can say that now, and people who listen understand, because
Yep.
social media is big, and
Yep.
people talk about how challenging it can be to
Yep.
be in the public eye, right?
Yep.
You know, it's
gross.
It's challenging to go from having a normal life to all of a sudden you don't have a normal life, and nobody prepares you for that.
Yep.
Right? And so I think to sort of like heal from being on reality
100%.
TV, I came
agree
to
with
New
that.
York.
Yep.
Because in New York you can be anybody.
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
do
You just
anything.
walk down the street. Yep.
You know, the old adage holds. Like, it makes
Yeah.
sense. You know, you can do anything here.
Yep.
And so originally I was still creating content in the food and lifestyle space.
Okay.
I went to culinary school.
Yep.
I'm like a very passionate home chef.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I went to the French Culinary Institute in Soho.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like more than a home chef.
So for a while, I was thinking, okay, I'm making all this food content.
Yep.
I want to have a TV show.
Okay.
A cooking TV show.
I'm going to be talent.
Yes.
Yep.
And I was talking to like Food Network and Cooking Channel for a while, and we were like talking to them about a show. And then they decided, they were like, we changed our mind. We don't want you anymore, which happens all the time in
100%.
entertainment. They like completely pivot, and everything
They ghost you. And,
everything I'd been building for a few years in that space kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
It was at that time that I started to get really interested in nutrition and alternative ways of eating.
Okay.
Gluten-free, dairy-free, just like making healthy swaps,
Yep.
right? I was into it. I'm a mega nerd.
Okay, that's great.
Part. And
You actually seem like a mega nerd.
I
like this
mega
about you.
nerd.
I'm going to give you a hug when we're done this.
And at the same time, my health started to fail. I was depressed. I was anxious. I kept
Because of
getting
stress.
UTIs.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I thought it was stress.
because of your diet?
So listen.
Oh, Jesus.
So I was like, shut the fuck up. I was not
Like,
well.
Okay.
And I'm somebody that is a great advocate for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always go to the doctor. I like get all my tests done, everything, blah, blah. It took me 18 months of doctor's appointments for a doctor to finally give me a simple blood test and understand that I was suffering from really severe vitamin deficiencies.
Really?
Yes.
You weren't taking multivitamins?
Not at the time.
Okay.
You know, before I started Love Wellness, I was not really into the supplements industry.
Yeah.
I was like, why do I need supplements?
Yeah, like I eat a
healthy
balanced
food.
diet.
Right. And it turns out that 9 out of 10 Americans do have a vitamin deficiency.
Okay.
Because the state of food in this country, right?
Real poor.
Yeah, not great
Not the
food in
best.
this country.
Yep.
So a lot of people have vitamin deficiencies. And it went a step deeper than just vitamin deficiencies ultimately, which I learned over time. And I was really dealing with a gut health issue.
Okay.
As I am discovering these things over the course of a number of months, years, I decide to start Love Wellness.
Yep.
Because I'm also at Dwayne Reed all the time in the personal care aisle.
Yeah, you're trying to find stuff that doesn't exist.
Trying to find stuff
Yep.
that doesn't exist. And yeah, it doesn't exist. Or it's from a really old school brand
Totally.
with a terrible ingredient profile. Full
Totally.
of chemicals.
Yep.
That is marketed as safe and healthy for women,
Yep.
but it's really not.
Never probably tested on women.
Probably
and like
never.
a nice pink and blue label
Correct.
with like a brand that your
Yes.
grandfather had stock of.
100%.
Okay.
Like
Yep.
they want you to smell like a rose or a
Yeah,
tropical breeze or
100%.
whatever. And it turns out all those ingredients, they're really terrible for women's
Yeah.
bodies. So I started the business by myself. I bootstrapped. I had a little money saved from
Okay.
being on the hills.
Smart. Good job. Gotta
And
save your money.
Gotta save your money. And I used my own little money, my nest egg,
Yep.
to start the business.
Okay, great.
And I operated the business by myself for the first 2 years.
Did you take investors or no?
No, not
Not at the
originally.
beginning. Yep.
Right? I started really small.
Yep.
I had Instagram, so thankfully
Yep.
I could like talk to people,
Yep.
which was embarrassing at the beginning. I was
Yeah.
like, vaginal health problems, guys, in 2016, and people
Yeah.
were like, "What are you doing?"
What happened to low Bosworth?
Yeah, correct. Now I got all of you bitches.
Yeah, 100%. You're like, come to mama.
Yeah, it turns out this is a great category to be in.
Yeah, that's right.
So I started the company. I ran it by myself for the first 2 years.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden I realized, I think at the time we were doing like maybe $7,500 a day.
That's a
on
lot of money.
Shopify,
Yeah.
Like 2 years in, and people were like, "You have a real business."
Yeah.
Hello.
You're like, I do.
I do. And going on 8 years later, now we're more than 30 full-time employees.
That's
we're a
awesome.
best-selling brand at Target and Ulta. And it's just really happened.
And what's your
over the
best-selling
course.
product?
We have a couple of standouts. Good Girl Probiotics, which
Yep.
is great for vaginal health.
as a you take it.
A probiotic for vaginal health, right? You eat the probiotic, you multiply good bacteria in your gut. They text the bacteria in your vagina.
And they're like, you should try this. It's so good.
Yeah, to multiply and to support then your vaginal pH and general health.
Great.
Right? The Killer is really popular. I know it has kind of a crazy name, but I gave the products sort of interesting, funny names to be attention grabbing,
of
right?
course,
and to try to just reduce stigma in the category.
100%.
It's like
not everything needs to be like monostat. Like, what does monostat mean? What does that even word come from?
Clue. So the Killer is a really popular suppository. It's like really changed the category.
Okay.
And then our cleanser that I mentioned is also
I
really
love
popular.
that. Wait, what is it killing?
So the Killer is for yeast imbalance.
Okay.
And then we also have another product called Flora Power.
Yep.
And that is for odor. So that one is really focused on bacteria balance
Okay.
and yeast balance.
I love this.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
It turns out you can make great products for women that actually work based on actual science.
So then how did you feel about, like, how much of your fame did you have to trade on in creating your business? And how much is that interesting to you or not interesting to you?
Well, I think it's... it still remains emotionally a little bit challenging for me, right? Because like every article that's about me is like, former Hills alum,
paragraph,
has this company, and it's like, well, really, I haven't been on TV in 15 years.
Yeah, how old were you when you stopped being on TV?
The year was 2010. So it's been, it's 2023. It's been 13 years.
Okay.
And I made the decision after the food thing fell apart. I was like, you know what? I just don't think that like operating as talent in the entertainment industry ever. For me, it's really challenging. You live job to job and somebody else is making decisions on your behalf.
And judging you.
Of course. So I was like, I'm just going to have a regular job. I'm going to have health insurance. I'm going to go to work.
I'm going to make something.
This is my space. And yes, I love to make things. I am in such a position of privilege, right? Because I have this audience. Social media happened. So I was still able to connect to an audience. And in that way, like, I'm incredibly grateful and incredibly lucky because it has helped launch my business and sustain my business
help other
over
women.
Time.
Right.
And for me, I'm somebody that was on TV for long enough and has developed a thick enough skin that I can be like comfortable talking about uncomfortable things.
Yeah, you're like vagina.
Yeah, like it doesn't bother me. It's like if you're embarrassed by that, okay, go like leave a silly comment on the internet.
But
that's we're actually helping a lot of women, and we've created a whole new
and you're going to get with this sooner or later.
Goods. Like, exactly. It's like when you have a yeast infection, you'll remember this, and you will come find me, bitches.
You're like, I hope you get a recurring one.